What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and Anthony Joshua. Get this. Tyson Fury wants Deontay Wilder to step aside so he can face Anthony Joshua next in an all-British heavyweight showdown. Wow. Fury's team are plotting to convince Deontay Wilder to step aside so he can face Anthony Joshua. Of course, we know that Wilder has already invoked his right to an immediate rematch after being dethroned in late February with a trilogy bout against the 31-year-old Fury. Okay, but due to the coronavirus pandemic, the WBC heavyweight title fight has been backdated to October, which in turn pushes a potential historic all-British unification against the WBA, IBF, and WBO champion Anthony Joshua even further back. According to Metro, Fury's team, including promoters Bob Arum and Frank Warren, will attempt to work out a deal with Wilder that allows the Gypsy King to face AJ next, with the Battle of Britain targeted this year. Wow. Joshua's bout against Kubrat Pulev also looks set to be moved from its original June date, and promoter Eddie Hearn said some ditching the mandatory title defense to Tyson Fury to chase Tyson Fury could start to take priority. U.S. veteran Arum promotes Pulev, of course, and convincing the 38-year-old to wait a bit longer. Slightly easier. Fury relieved after beating Wilder, he plans to fight the Bronze Bomber once more and then Joshua before retiring. So accelerating negotiations to fight the long-standing rival Anthony Joshua will suit the unbeaten traveler through. He admitted he will never get tired of bashing Wilder. Okay, now this is a change. This is something that I love to hear. Why? Because the closer those guys, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, getting into the ring, duking it out, the closer that is, like right now, not after a fight or two, because we don't know what happens. This is heavyweight boxing. Things occur. Okay? So if Tyson Fury can fight Anthony Joshua, convince Deontay Wilder, hey, take a chill pill. We're going to give you that title shot. We're going to, extend it or add to the contract, which is kind of hard to do. That was already signed. But work out a deal for Deontay Wilder to step aside, okay, and let these guys fight, and then he can fight the winner. I think that would be easier. Why? Because at that point, the people, Wilder's people, could hope and pray that Tyson Fury beats Anthony Joshua, therefore he'll never have to fight Joshua. And my theory about Joshua and Deontay Wilder is this. I think Deontay Wilder and his team doesn't want to ever have the satisfaction of Anthony Joshua beating him. I just feel that. I feel that it's deep-rooted hatred, first of all. But what caused that deep-rooted hatred was the reluctancy to make a fight between him and his rival Anthony Joshua, because that type of fight, the style matchup would, if Anthony Joshua beat Deontay Wilder, it's so many people would fall from grace. So many people would give up hope. We would probably hear some conspiracies, but at the end of the day, AJ beat Deontay. Okay, that's like Nike beating Reebok. Okay, Tyson Fury's coming in as almost like Adidas. You know what I mean? Up comes Adidas, like Tyson Fury, risen from the ashes, right? And taking control of the heavyweight division, the part that he played. And I think that Deontay Wilder should. He should. But will he? That's the question. Will Deontay Wilder step aside his pride, his ego, and use logical thinking and say, you know what? I'm going to do something that Tyson Fury wouldn't do. I'm going to be the bigger man. Because remember, the tables were turned last year, okay? The tables were like this. You had Andy Ruiz, which is the unified champion, and they were trying to work out, Al Heyman and on Wilder's side was trying to work out a way to get around that contract of Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. That's what the problem was. And a lot of people were in on it. Leonard Ellaby, he was like, oh, no, you never fight over there. You don't have to fight over there, right? Because he was trying to get that fight to smother, okay? He was trying to get him to bypass it, because then that would have had an undisputed fight, which in hindsight, it wouldn't have been all bad, except of who the winner could be. See, if Andrew Ruiz got in there and beat Deontay Wilder like Tyson Fury did, we would have probably had a rematch with Anthony Joshua and the undisputed champion Ruiz at the time, right? And then they would have to pay Ruiz a whole lot of money, $25-30 million to get him in the ring, right? And they'll probably be back in Madison Square Garden at that time, because by that time, he would have the Mexican fan base. He had Canelo coming to see him in Saudi Arabia. So, Mexicans back each other. You got to hand it to them. These guys are close. Ellos juntos, right? They're very close. They stick together. They support each other, okay? So we would have had that, and we would have still had an undisputed fight, right? And Joshua would have got a rematch. But in this case, Deontay now is in a different situation. He's on the other end of that situation. So he has the right to get paid, step aside, let whoever comes in his corner to help him with the trilogy fight with Tyson Fury, if it's Tyson Fury, right? Get prepared, so whatever happens, if Tyson Fury prevails, okay, I'll be ready for Tyson Fury. But who said it's going to always happen that way? What if Anthony Joshua wins? You know what I mean? It will answer a lot of questions. See, if Deontay Wilder was smart, if he was bold, if he didn't have that ego, he could show people that he's not scared, or he wasn't ever afraid of Anthony Joshua. He could do that in this situation. Because people, I've done the poll, okay? Let me check the poll latest, because I did the poll maybe a week ago. And let me check to see where that's at. What fight do you want to see the most? Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, 3, or Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury? There was no comparison. Out of 5,500 votes, people, we have Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, 91%. And that only leaves 9% for the people that want to see Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, 3. So, the numbers don't lie, okay? People want to see Joshua versus Fury, or Fury versus Joshua, way before we want to see a trilogy fight, okay? That's not me saying that. That's what the people, that's what you guys have voted, okay? So, that's that. That shows you that there is a demand for an undisputed showdown. Okay. Now, the only thing I do question about this article is an all British showdown. And if they're talking about 2 Brits, sure, but it can't be in Great Britain. Okay, it can't, because Tyson Fury doesn't have license over there. So that means Anthony Joshua would have to come over here and get it on over here. Vegas, Madison Square Garden, that would be a good one, for those 2 guys, right? Anywhere would be fine. Anywhere but the UK, right? So we have to see what Deontay Wilder will do. My guess, Deontay Wilder won't. Why? Because Deontay Wilder ego is bigger than my condo. Or probably bigger than that. He will never go in a situation and by being the second guy, or being that that back burner guy. He never wants to be the second option. So I doubt Deontay Wilder will seriously do that. And with this, I would be surprised if he did, but he won't, because I know Deontay, and over the things that he's done, the decisions that he's made, the things that he said, he's going to go for that trilogy, and he's going to back everything up and hold everything up to this day. That's going to happen, But it's good to see Tyson Fury ambitious and wanting to get the big fights out of the way. The only thing I don't like about this is, we know it's pushed back, And that's almost like Canelo and Billy Joe. And then he's going to go and probably smush over this because of the coronavirus epidemic and then fight Triple G at the end of the year. Okay, that seems like what's going to happen. They're going to squeeze out Dillian White and just go right for Undisputed. So Dillian White will be out of it. But what Deontay Wilder could do to ensure that he gets that fight with Tyson Fury, he could fight Dillian White. Fight Dillian White, beat Dillian White. Take the WBC interim, then whoever wins has to fight anyway. You see what I mean? So I think that would be the best. And then Deontay Wilder can shut Dillian White up if that's what he really wanted to do, right? Because those guys have a rivalry out of this world, right? Wilder has known to duck Dillian White, and Dillian White has blasted him numerous of times. He's been the aggressive side of that, and Wilder has strangely become the passive side of that. Like, when does that work? Why is the Bronze Bomb Squad guy that passive when it comes to Dillian White? Strange. But anyway, it looks good. It's a game plan, but will it work? I doubt it. That's my counterpunch on this. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.